Welcome to the map Anorian in BFME1 repatch 2.22 for an epic 2v2 matchup in a tournament. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. At the bottom left side of the map, we have the Mother player GigaChat. His ally, the yellow Rohan player Fox. They're against the blue Isengard player Nobito. And his ally at the bottom right is the purple Isengard player King Dean. So we have Isengard versus Rohan and Mordor. The combination of good and evil is always good. And Mordor is a good counter to double Eisen with a lot of orc spam. So let's see where it goes. The peasants are pushing forward directly through the middle. And we hear a lot of lumber mill workers being recruited. It's gonna be a fight. There comes the first war chant from the double Isengard team. Double furnace opening, that's what you need to do, because you will not be able to protect your outer settlements in this matchup, especially not when you are going for a push. So this lumber mill is going to be definitely taken down. Also, this lumber mill is going to be taken down to the orcs, which were sent forward. Now, the part of the plan for the Isengard team is to deal as much economical damage to the Mother player as potentially possible. This way you can buy yourself a bit more time, but he was already able to get a cheap slaughterhouse thanks to the wood bonus he was getting from the 3 lumber mills outside. In teamwork, especially 2v2s are completely different compared to the 1v1s. Here the teamwork is essential because against good players you cannot carry the game in a 1v2 matchup. That's not possible. 3 furnaces building up for this Isengard player into the Uruk pit for King Dean. And this player is going for 3 furnaces too. Might go for lords, but he's going to build up the furnace number 4 instead. He was also able to recover the settlement from his opponent after it got destroyed. So the eco from this blue Isengard player at the top right is not looking as bad as you might think, because the Rohan player didn't send too many more peasants forward, only 1 additional peasant, and it was kind of getting caught by this troll. I think he was more busy to defend his ally a bit. So the Mordor's eco, as you can see and tell, is not looking good, but that's about to be changed once the Rohan player is able to recruit the Rohirrim warriors from the stable, and with the 3 lumber mills outside he will get a lot of wood bonus, lots of resources, and should be able to fill up the bees in no time. But this eco is looking really great. We see 4 furnaces inside the bees and an Uruk pit. So he will try to get this Uruk pit to level 2, while this player is potentially saving for his lords. And what is also underrated is of course the hero Sharku, because Sharku can not only be used for fighting against enemy Rohirrim, but also can be used to trample the orcs, which you will have to deal with, and also to destroy the enemy lumber mills. Because especially in the early mid-game, the Isengard, the Rohan Mordor team will have no counter to the Sharku of yours. So he's not able to attack this properly. There comes the war chant defensively on those 2 Uruks. Rohan built up the steeple, and that's going to be the Rohirrim number 2. The first Rohirrim was sent forward to the creep, but he is not taking the lair first. He's going to use the land, the Mother player, to give his ally a bit of an armor boost. I think that was not really needed. What you could do instead is to put the land a bit closer to the enemy castle, so your ally could get a bit more resistances against the arrows from the towers when he's invading this. But that's going to be a level 2.5, thanks to the combat experience you will gain through the Eye of Sauron, and the money plus creep was taken by the Rohan player. That's what he needs, because he was giving one of his settlements to his ally, only playing with 1 outer farm outside. So his eco is not going to be that good, but on the other hand, on the bright side, the eco from the Mother player is going to be fantastic. And this player went for, actually he changed his mind, didn't go for lords, went for the Warcry Riders instead. That's also a good choice, because without Warcry Riders, your chance of taking down the enemy settlements against the Rohirrim would be almost 0. The Wargs are always good for a counter pressure. So now you see what the Rohan player has to do. He needs to now use the Rohirrim to defend his ally settlement, but you cannot fight against those War Riders with the War Chant in whole combination. That's not possible. The middle camp was purchased by the Mother player. Might go for double Orc Pit technology here to pump out orcs pretty much non-stop, because they are for free in this game. And you can send one of them to the top side, one of them to the bottom side, and kind of play in a annoying way to keep the Isengard players as poor as you can, which will be good for you to buy some time. So he might go for the Witch King rush, which would be good. It would be helpful for the Rohan player to keep rushing the enemy castle over and over again. Witch King would provide leadership, but also you know, kill the pikemen, which would be there definitely to counter the Rohirrim. Let's see what he's gonna choose. But he's gonna fill up the beast first. You can see the Wargs are putting a lot of pressure, even capturing some of the settlements for themselves. Doing a very good work. And also destroyed his farm over there, which is really, really nice. The Hobbit was cloaked, so the Isengard player cannot recapture this unless he's gonna recruit Lords, use the right click on the cripple, or go for the Palantir. Talking about Lords, that's gonna be the choice of the Isengard player King Dean. 3 furnaces are hitting level 2, which means more resources. Uruk with level 3, which means faster production speed. So you can get those units up on the field way, way faster. And speed is also a resource. Time is the most important resource in this game. You want to use your time wisely. And every second you don't pressure the Isengard. Oh, be careful. Oh my god. That was actually super close. Lords got on the field a bit too late. So there are no more creeps left for him to take. It will be not easy for the Lords to get to level 3 for the Carnage or for the level 5 for the leadership. And Rohan is kind of busy reclaiming his own settlements and helping out his ally, which kind of gives room and a lot of time for the double Isengard team. This player, by the way, demolished the Warg Pit and going for the armory next. Going for the banner, heavy armor purchase already. Forge Blades not purchased yet. He's gonna go for the Forge Blades, potentially 2. And then you wanna, you know, basically when you build the armory, you wanna get all of these upgrades and demolish it as you will need the spot for another furnace or for another Uruk Pit. In the late game, you will need the Uruk Pit. Because Wargs are only good in the early mid game, they are not very strong, as they don't have a shield like the Rohirrim do or the Knights do. We have some some Berserkers to counter the Orc spam. So he never got any upgrades beside the banner yet. His eco is not looking good, but you can always use the industry on your allies piece too. So he might go for a push, and that's gonna be also his plan. Demolish the armory. Can't tell if he already purchased everything from the armory, I don't think so. And what you can always do is go for double Lords, double Saruman, you know. These are the 2 great parts of the Isengard faction, alongside with the Freezing Rain. So when you time it right and correctly with the Freezing Rain, you can make enemy actually lose leadership pretty much non-stop. You have no chance with the Wargs, even with heavy armor, they don't stand a chance, because they have heavy armor plus Forge Blades, plus Eye of Sauron. They can even fight the pikemen that comes to land from the Mother player for the armor leadership. Remember, the Eye of Sauron gives you only damage and combat experience, but not armor. Armor is the best stat for a 1v1 situation. It's better than damage leadership. Okay, this player is about to be ready, by the way. We have some siege wargs in the base, in the middle camp, and some trolls coming from the main castle. So the troll Keech is already level 2. He will recruit another troll and then potentially go for the drummer troll right after. He recruited more than he needed to. You need only 4, but he went for 5. 4 trolls will give you the troll Keech level 2, which will open the possibility for you to recruit the drummer troll, which is basically the best leadership giving unit / hero in the entire game. Gives you literally every possible stat, damage, armor, and combat experience. And that's the only leadership giving unit that can do this. The push is gonna be happening though. Lords is only level 1. The catapults are hurting, but they are war chanted, that's why they don't get one-shotted. And with the Palantir, they get movement speed boost, and they can actually kind of dodge the catapult shots. He needs to wait for the drum before he can engage. But when he engages, I don't think this combos can actually stop these 5 trolls. However, remember the Mother player used the land and also the Eye of Sauron a second ago at the top left or top right corner. So Eye of Sauron and land are both on cooldown. So I think he wants to be sure to wait for the Eye of Sauron before he engages. So hit and run potential here. But you want to be smart, because if you lose your army, you will basically lose the game out of it. Because this army is the only thing that keeps the Mother player and Rohan player away from getting just the win of this game. Very agile and mobile, only 1 catapult. Kind of baiting, but also taking lots of damage. We have now some Elven warriors coming from the Rohan player. That's pretty good. I like the transition into the archers, but I think you can also keep making horses in this matchup. and keep invading the base, because look at this base. There is only 2 pikemen protecting this base. So listen, when you make Rohirrim and you make a lot of them, you will force your opponent to do 2 things, okay? First of all, he needs to make these combos, which are super weak. Look, this combo bonus is only 10% armor. This combo bonus over here, you get much more armor and even damage. So on the paper, the Uruk crossbowman combo is stronger against anything but against horses. Okay? So when you make horses, he will have to make these combos, which are also slower compared to the normal combos, and also deal less damage and be less tanky. And you will also force him, that's the second part, to make more and more pikemen to protect the castle. There comes the Roar ability, which is a new revolt ability. Roar also now gives trolls 10 for 10 seconds, 10% ammo, movement speed, I mean. And catapults are shooting, but they have now Sarumans, and actually 2 of them on the field. And that's gonna turn the, the feet now into this 4 hands of these 2 wizards. Because with their Wormtongue and with their long-range fireball, which kind of deals a lot of damage, they can definitely turn every fight in their favor. And maybe you want to go for a second Siege Warwicks to keep up the speed of the catapult spam. For now, you need to wait 19 seconds, which is kind of still very, very fast. But sending them one by one is not going to do a lot of stuff for you. You want to actually have like maybe 4 or 5 catapults at the same time. Your opponent cannot just kill them and move. Ooh, there was a nice hit. Almost one-shotted the whole army over there. And Rohan is looking for an engage onto the base of Aizen. Now, the tricky situation about that, though, is that he has no shields. And at this stage of the game, every single furnace is level 3. Is about to be level 3. And he demolished the stable. So he cannot get the horseman shields unless he builds it again and recruits 4 Rohirrim, And that won't happen because he's still playing the game with 1 farm outside. And his eco, I will show you, is not looking that hard. And he still needs to do a lot of stuff. He needs to get more and more elves, potentially even Aragorn. Legolas could be a choice. But that's gonna be a fight breaking out. And he missed the steal, but the Saruman actually stole them all. Now the trolls will be resent into the army of his ally. You are now under my command, as Saruman would like to say. And there is another wizard. Now these trolls will go back to the owner, Giga Chat, and it's risky to stay in melee range. It's very risky to stay in melee range. There comes the fireball onto this trolls, by the way, actually dealt still a lot of damage. And this guy is about to waste his Wormtongue on the trolls. He kind of uses and cancels it. But, the army of Isengard took unnecessary amount of damage from the stolen trolls. Beautiful trample actually incoming. The freezing rain is going to be activated now from King Dean. That's the Isengard player, the purple one at the bottom right side of the map. Saruman is going to be chunked, getting super low. We have more catapults coming from the top side. And these players have to pump out more and more army. At this point, you might even consider to go for a secondary Uruk pit just to keep up with the production. Because when every furnace is level 3, you will get a lot of resources too. But for now, the war is kind of over, and Isengard has to retreat with his remaining army and give them the chance to recover. One of these combos is super highly leveled, almost level 8. Each level will make them significantly stronger. But once you deal with other army, there is another army approaching. Big war chant, double Saruman. No, one Saruman has been killed before. Lords plus Saruman and Palantir for speed boost. The Warwicks are doing a phenomenal job taking care of the enemy catapults. That's what they need to do. That's their only purpose. Even if you lose them in exchange, that's totally fine. And these catapults without any protection don't stand a chance. Now, the middle camp, it looks like it will be going down. Theoden and the elves can't do anything about this situation. We have also Legolas upon the field. Can the Mordor Rohan team kind of find a way of getting back into this game? That's the golden question, boys. Because it looks like the middle will be given up for free. Not even demolishing the towers in time to give more experience to the player of Isengard. The Slumber is going to go down as well. He's now going to go for the Siege Warwicks, get some ballista upon the field. and Saruman is about to be revived. He was only level 5, so it's gonna take you 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But don't underestimate this army of Rohan, you know, with leadership of Theoden plus Warchant, plus Witch King, which modern player is going for, and potentially a Drummer Troll. This archers, even though their number, you know, is not a lot, it's all about quality. Quality beats quantity. We have actually 2 Elven Warriors plus 2 Yeoman Archers, especially if you don't know, Yeoman Archers have like crazy attack damage. They are attacking slower compared to the other archers, but they are hitting like a truck. That's gonna be 3 Elven Warriors, lots of elves still. Isengard building up the middle camp, and they keep pumping out more and more Uruks from the pit. More and more Uruks from the pit, until their command points capped. Now the big armies of Isengard are approaching. Who now has the strength to fight against the forces of Saruman and another Saruman? Talking about Saruman. Ooh, look at this damage. Look. Hulk strike him. He didn't though. If you are wondering what the red animation is all about, we have changed the Screech ability. Now when you use it, you get armor for 2 seconds. So you get like a slight armor, which will help you, especially in those tricky situations. Otherwise, he would be dead in the regular game. The Screech kind of saved him there. The armies of Isengard. 2 Sarumans, 2 separated armies. Okay, so who's gonna win it? This is the big question. We see the Palantir being used, so they are kind of running away very, very fast. Rain seems to be still on cooldown for the next minute, but there are 2 Isengards. And also this Isengard top right is about to get his own freezing rain very, very soon. And that's gonna make it even harder for the Mordor Rohan team. Remember, darkness can also get countered by the freezing rain. Everything does get countered by the freezing rain. This army seems to have leadership, but you need to scroll in to see the glow. Now you can see it's glowing like crazy. And the middle camp, again, you know, now it's gonna be the other way around, will be given up, but they are planning to sandwich this army of Rohan. So one Isengard is gonna come to the bottom, but this army is kind of like excluded. It's too far away. He's gonna only steal one of these trolls, but now he's kind of self-silencing him because he cannot move for a second and will die right after. Once he dies, the control of the troll, of the stolen troll, will go back to the owner, and now they can keep committing. Hulk strike will be used. Remember, with the level 5, also Legolas provides leadership to the elves, so that's gonna make them even hit harder. 20% additional damage, plus 40 from Theoden, plus 50 from the Drummer Troll, plus 50 from the Witch King, plus 50 from the Elf Sauron. The land has been used. Now the land will be covered. There is also a Mumakil. Mumakil is coming. Screech is gonna be used. The engage. But the land, I don't know about this Mumakil. This Mumakil, you need to watch out. But now he's gonna be on rampage. He's angry. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't recognize friends or foe. And trample. He's charging into the right direction. The land has been used to regain leadership. Now this Elven army is slaughtering everything and everybody. The steel, no, you ain't stealing me, bro. Look at this crazy damage. Now the rain has been used for the second time. I think that's the rain from the other player. Nubito, that's the blue Isengard player at the top right, has just used his land, rain. But this land, this is the land from Isengard at the bottom right side, and it's gonna be used to regain the leadership. Now leadership is back on the menu, boys, and the damage should not be underestimated. By the way, level 5 Legolas, that's what I'm talking about. Might go for Aragorn very soon. But you know what I would love to do, what people kind of underestimate? In this situation, I would recruit Elma. And now you might be asking yourself, but why Elma Shanks? You know, he's a horse lord and his leadership only works on horses. True, but first of all, it's going to be very easy for him to level up when he is staying close to this army. But the second and the main reason is he will get the outlaw leadership, right? And you will get so much money for killing all of this army and heroes. And he only costs like 1400 resources, and he will give you back more when once he's level 3, which is super easy thing to do. Now the quality versus quantity. big size of Isengard army versus small but highly leveled, highly damage output size of Alvin warriors. And we have also Muma kills, drummer troll, trolls, literally everything what this faction can offer. He stopped making more catapults because he can't afford all of that at the same time, right? You need to go for the troll, for the Muma kill. It's a lot of resources. And Muma kills you cannot really ignore because they don't care about your leadership. If they ever charge into you and you are on their way, they will trample you. Oh my god, bro. My screen was shaking. Okay, this is gonna be a big commitment. Isengard players, they don't want to give up on the middle. I think they will commit very soon. Now we need to take a look into the power points. Cloudbreak is available for the next big fight from Rohan player Fox. Rain is on cooldown from both the Isengard players. Now they need to take a fight which they should not take. They will lose this fight unless the wizards can do some shenanigans. There are two wizards this player, Rohan player, has to aim. And also random explosive mines are being sent forward. And he is scared of them. Look, the drama is gonna be getting one-shotted. Now the trample into the army with the help of the Cloudbreak. The enemy combos are losing speed. Now they cannot get away. He's trying to make it to the castle, but Mumas are deadly. Okay, Mumas, they don't care. And another one. Lords barely able to step aside. In the meantime, fight is breaking out. The drummer troll has been unfortunately taken down because the Mora player was paying attention. Legolas was using Knife Fighter in melee range for whatever reason. The Witch King was also a little bit far away, but the fight was won by the Rohan player regardless. You see what I'm talking about? Now it is Tilden is level 4. At this point, get Eomer, put him close to the combos, get him to level 4, and then stop making archers and go for making Rohirrim. Like, listen, with the Witch King leadership, plus Eomer leadership, plus Tyrion leadership, plus Glorious Charge, plus Eye of Sauron, you can trample into the pikeman combo and you will one-shot them. You can destroy the enemy base in a second. Also forget about Darkness, which also makes you even stronger. What a lovely back and forth game. You love to see this. I love those kind of games. The middle was under control from Mordor. It was destroyed. What? Isengard took it again using the explosive mine? I don't know about that one actually, but also this guy has to be careful. It look. Ooh, son! Oof! Be careful where you are walking at. Be careful. Now he's angry. Now you need to move. He's getting uncontrollable. Mordor player can't control this movement kill. So it's kind of tricky because you cannot tell in which direction he's gonna run. And sometimes he's running over your own army. This player they are kind of having big armies though. Siege Warwick's level 3 because he was pumping out more and more explosive mines. Saruman level 5 is about to be revived. This Saruman over here is level almost 8. And that's gonna bring him close to the level 9 Thunderbolt. And the combination of Freezing Rain plus Thunderbolt is so freaking awesome. You can legit one-shot the whole army of... Look, they need to respect this Muma kill so much. And they will be using now this lane to regain their leadership. But there is another rain active from Nobito. So there was the rain from the purple Isengard player, King Dane. Leadership back on the field. That's good. Double drummer. So if one of them dies, you still have one more. You see, Gigachat is pinging this. He's like, okay, whatever we do, we need to step on the land. There is no reason to not step on the land because if you step, you have no leadership. Oh, there is another Saruman. No, he stole them all. He stole them all. Oh no, Theoden is about to die too. He's gonna use the heal. Can Theoden get away from this? Lords is on the hunt. Lords, like this are elves now from the Isengard team. There comes the cripple. He's gonna miss the arrow volley. That was your perfect chance to kill. If you catch this Lords all alone, the elves got back to the owner, but got fireballed right after. Oh, that's why you need to always pay attention to the wizards. They are capable of changing the outcome of the game. PowerPoint wise, let's take a look. So Nobito, the Isengard player, has 10 power points. He's 10 power points away from his Balrog. Fox, the Rohan player, is ultra close to his EOD. King Dean, the Isengard player, has 17 power points collected, 3 power points away from his Balrog. And Giga Chat, that's the Mother player, has 18 power points collected, 18.5 power points collected thanks to the Momo kill, and 1.5 power points away from his Balrog. Can he get the remaining power points to turn this? Like, you can wipe out the whole army with it. Where is Legolas? Go and use Hulk Strike. You need to get the remaining power points. You need half a power point, and all you have to gain that is the Legolas. He wanted to charge in. Now the Momo kid is angry, but the Isengard player learned from his mistakes. Or did he? He's gonna trample into some of the combos. Saruman is level 8. That's awesome. Oh, the Balrog of Morgoth is gonna be special summoned. Lord's using the Carnage. We see explosive mines randomly being pumped. He's about to fly on their face. Get over here, wizard. He's trying to kill as much stuff as he potentially can, but Balrog is good when it comes to kill heroes, true when it comes to destroy structures, but it's not really great when it comes to chase down the enemy units, because you can kind of dodge his flight. Even though you have no cooldown on this ability, you can use wings over and over again. With that, you can kind of fly over a really long distance without any problems. So Nobito also got power points. Remember, for losing stuff, you also get power points. That's, by the way, the reason why evil factions need 20 power points to unlock the Balrog, while good factions need only 10. And talking about the 10 power points for the good factions, Rohan player Fox has also unlocked his own EOD, which might need to be used to kill all of this army. He kind of got some elves back on the field. That's awesome. They have still leadership now from Theoden plus Legolas. Witch King is committing. I think these elves are capable of defending this without any problems. They will be demolishing literally everything. There comes the heal, because they were hard focusing on the Legolas. Legolas is going to be in a safe spot. Even some normal Uruks with Forge Blades will be sent forward just to finish what is left from the Mother player. The elves are committing. Reen is still on cooldown, but it's going to be available for them in the next few seconds. Witch King is going to get bullied, and there comes the Balrog, and even taking down the fly from the sky. And EOD too. Everything is going to go down. Legolas is going to be taken from Lords before the EOD is able to kill him. Balrog inside the base. EOD will be trying to fight against the Balrog, but Balrog, you need more than a few battalions of EOD to burst him down, and he can always dodge them. Keep flying. Now you can keep flying until you get to the gate, but that's gonna be the end of the game. What a fantastic game, guys. And I think for this game we can easily get 300 likes on this video. If you don't want to miss out future uploads on this channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself, keep hitting like a truck, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace out, boys.